way.
Well, we could actually
Alright,
give it multiple
so
shots.
here we have our
have one that's complete, or let's just do one.
motor that'll push the balls into
We can do
hole
one
for
where
the
we
bigger
give
balls
all
and the
individual
smaller
parts of it,
balls,
and then one where we
and
run it
then when it hits this limit, it'll stop. So essentially the bigger balls will go in here and the smaller ones will go down here. And then the next part, they're going into this paddle that'll bring the balls into a light sensor and shine a light on it. And if they're clear marbles, they'll go in one bin, and then if they're the solid other marbles, they'll go in the other bin.
Which way does it spin again?
It's okay. Don't worry. I will.
No reaction.
What's up? I got it. Shane does weird stuff. Shane, why were you up at 3 in the morning? Huh? Why? I thought you were playing video games.
Oh, it wants the 3D model.
Oh, I thought you said second person.
Let me see it.
Yeah.
With your eye hand.
I'm pretty sure if we just print out
My
this
hands, let me see it.
I don't know, how do you do this?
Let me computer is open. But Chuck logged off, so log use.
Big roast party?
You must let it go.
Wait,
You're
no.
going to read the thing, and then you must go to the thing. Look, traffic off.
Good job.
Oh, cool.
Alright, so right here we have all of our motors and light sensors and stuff. And here we initialize all of our functions so that they can be used in our task main. And our task main runs a while loop for each of the phases of our machine, and then when one of those phases is done, it will move to the next phase. So we start with the tilt move, which is just pushing all of the balls into the holes. And so we start by setting a motor speed and then checking if the limit switch is pressed. If it is, then it moves on to the next step. If not, then it keeps pushing the balls. And then before it moves to the next step, it will move back to its original position. So next, we then move on to the last phase, which is the light sensor. So it turns the flashlight on, and then turns the servos to spin, or sets the servo to the middle, and then waits for a ball to fall, and then moves the paddle a little bit so that we can move the balls along. And then we use this mathematical function that takes 2,000 different values from the light sensor, adds them all together, and then gets the average, and waits a second. And then if that light total is above 400, then it'll go to the left, and if it's below 400, it'll go to the right. And then it'll repeat that process indefinitely.